Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Hattie's Hierophant. I am Crystal, your tarot reader, and this is a reading for February 2020. So let's get it on. So as I was going through and meditating, I look and ask for images to help us with your reading, and the image I got was a bow. So you know, like a bow and arrow, it was just the bow. And once I start meditating more on your reading, we're going to reveal what I think that message is for you. So let's talk about the center of your read. The center of your read, and I use Vice Versa Tarot deck. They're a really cool deck. Please look into it. And you got the World card on that side. And with that being the center of your read, it's not only about closing up a chapter, a karmic chapter. It's about getting ready to start a new one, right? A new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of feeling even. And you've already been feeling that way, and it's been a little bit unsettling because it's been going like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I want to go into your moon energy. And your moon energy, I had gotten the Star card on that side, along with the Ten of Cups on that side, and the Eight of Wands on that side. And not to get confused with reversals. These are not reversals. Like I had said before, look into the Vice Versa. It's such a cool deck. And it's been really accurate for me. So there's the Star card there. Absolutely beautiful. There is the Ten of Cups there. Sorry if the picture isn't that great. I'll get better. And then there's the Eight of Wands there on that side. Now, your moon energy is that energy that's happening in your subconscious and or spirit guides that are working on behalf of you, Capricorn. And man, I see like this, I feel this deep, almost like forgotten feeling that's coming from you, Capricorn. And my spirit guides want to tell you that they have not forgotten about you. As a matter of fact, that Ten of Cups, I don't know if you noticed that card when I brought it up, right? You see how the water starts a bit shallow and it starts to get a bit deeper, and you see that glowing lotus. And then that's the Ace of Cups in the background. And it's really like Spirit is baptizing you. They're baptizing your spirit. They're baptizing you. And through any baptism, no matter what your religious belief is, there's a transformation that not only does the baptism represent, but that's expected of you. And we also have the Eight of Wands, and you see Pegasus in the background. And Pegasus is a messenger. He brings messages. And because I see 8 of those wands, and I see that electricity, and I got that image of the bow for you. That bow is that's going to be your strength, right? And I know it doesn't seem like it's like that big of a deal, but carry around that bow with you, because these opportunities, things that are going to come up for you on this next phase, you have to be ready to pull that bow back, because you're going to be given arrows, right? You're going to give arrows that are opportunities, that are chances. And you want to be ready to aim to get it. Because come on, Capricorn, things just don't come to you. They just don't happen. You have to be ready like an athlete. Okay? And we're going to expand a little bit more on that moon energy, and I'm like looking forward to it. But the energy I get from that is so full. Yeah. All right. So now on to your sun energy. I've got the Three of Cups on that side. Look at that fruit. And I know you can feel what that card is asking, right? With the Four of Wands on that side. And then the Hermit card. There's something so insightful about the Hermit card. Right? So in your Sun energy, because these things are happening in the spirit world for you, even though you haven't quite gotten to where you need to get to, right? You still feel like exhausted, really. And I understand that you keep hearing that this is your year and, you know, this is, it's all about Capricorn. And you're still kind of like, when? Well, it's only been a month by the time you see this. It's only been a month. Or if you're looking at it in January, it's probably only been a week, right? But things are working on your behalf. And during that, be grateful and have gratitude. You see, she's giving thanks. And her cups are overflowing. So she's already showing gratitude. Do that. Be thankful for the things that you've been wishing for and praying for and been manifesting. Be thankful for them now. And that Four of Swords, right? Again, because I know you're tired. I can feel it. And that's what that Four of Swords shows me. You see how his head is down? Like that takes complete exhaustion to sleep in a chair that does not give you support. That means you're like, done. I get it, Capricorn. Because his Hermit card tells me what you've been going through. See how his robe is tethered? Right? But you see here, that is the egg of earth. It's life. And you see the eagle and the moon. It's not only about self-reflection. But God, you've come so far. You have to know that. I know it may feel like that you're reliving the same thing, right? You're like, this again? But it's not. You're on this journey, you and this hermit. And you have a life force with you that hasn't even been birthed yet. And it's one of the most important in your life. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but it's true. And then in your immediate present, you got like, already you had the major arcana as your overall feeling. So we know that's going to last a while because we know that major arcana lasts a little bit longer than the court cards, right? So here's a court card of the Five of Cups. You see, you can't see the three that's already been spilled over. It's focusing on those two. Capricorn, it's really important here, right? So in your immediate present, someone wants to apologize or you want to apologize to someone. You see, because this flower here that's in the desert, it didn't just grow. Someone placed it there. That's all about seeking love and a relationship. Be open to it. Because this new phase you're going into, you're a different person, right? So if you were that person that didn't give in, that's what I keep hearing. I don't want to give in. I don't want to give in. You see, but when you do that, you think that you're protecting yourself, but you're hurting yourself. And I know some of you've been done wrong. I get it. But the more you build up this wall, right? The more you focus on those three cups of what you did and when you did it, right? The more you do that, those two cups that are waiting to be filled are going to remain empty. It doesn't work any other way. So turn around and accept that flower. Now, that doesn't mean you have to put up with the same okie doke, but forgiveness will change your world, okay? Because it's going to be a new you anyway. You're going into this new phase. So if you turn around and accept that flower and say, yes, I accept your apology. I can look past it, but understand I'm a different Capricorn. Can you accept this different Capricorn? And if they say yes, they truly care about you. I mean, because look, I really feel like this represents you, Capricorn. That's the King of Cups on that side. This is what this side looks like, right? Aren't these cards cool? On that side, and you see that dolphin. And what I get from this is you going back to your authentic you. Are you finding your authentic you? Right? Because the dolphin can't be anything else. He can't be a shark. He can't be a goldfish. He can only be a dolphin. And I feel like since that was the focus, right? This next phase is all about you and your authenticity. Like, this is who I am. This is what my beliefs are. So old friends and family, you know, can you still love me? Right? And this is the thing about, and this is why I think this represents you, Cappy, because you come across so serious, right? When you're just sitting there thinking, people actually think something's wrong with you. They think that you're angry or you're depressed, but you just happen to have that resting bitch face mastered. You do. Because behind closed doors, you are silly as all get out and even a tad bit immature, if I can say so myself. So let's do some expanding. And I know this is a February read and maybe you're looking for some love, but Capricorn, I feel like that there's something else, that a different message that needed to get to you. Because I feel like some of you are like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm exhausted. Like spirit, come get me, come help me. And a breakthrough is coming. For that to be the first card, that star card in your moon energy, a breakthrough is coming. I could have sworn I just saw something just float up there. Just saying. All right, I want to expand on that star card with the Rider deck. Make a choice. Make a choice. All right, so this is what I got on the Rider Waite deck. I can get myself organized here. The Two of Swords and the Five of Cups. We definitely have to, in order to move forward, right? We got to forget something. We got to forget some past hurt. We've got to forget what someone did to you, because you're hanging on to it like it's breath. Like, really, let it go. And you almost got mad when I said that, because you're feeding off of it and you don't even realize you are. Holding on to past hurts is not going to feed you. Holding on to past disappointments in yourself is not going to feed you. It's a slow poison to your spirit. You have to understand that. Spirit is baptizing your spirit right now. It's baptizing your spirit right now. And you have to come out a different person. Because when you do, you are going to see things differently. You're not even going to understand why you were so upset, right? Because that's all about looking at where you've come from. And if you look at that and see your accomplishments on every level, you'd be proud of yourself. You wouldn't be so hard on yourself. You wouldn't be so hard on other people. And then on the Eight of Swords on that side, I got the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Eight of Pentacles. So Capricorn, I mean, come on, you showed up and showed out. You're all about work. And I like that, because with the Eight of Wands there, and remember, we have that bow. I said, get ready, because these opportunities are going to start coming up. Things are going to start to transition. So you are going to have to put some work in, right? We're going to be signing documents for sure. I don't know, some of us are starting new businesses, but you're starting something new. something you've never tried before. And you're putting yourself out there. Because that's what this is about. You're putting yourself out there. And you're a little afraid of what you might get back. But you shouldn't be. Because you're going to be pleasantly surprised. You're going to be pleasantly surprised. Yeah. So I got the Two of Pentacles on top of that Ten of Cups. Right? I feel like there's some choices we need to make. Thank you. So that was incorrect. I was corrected. It's not about choice. It's about balance. Balancing all these things that are going to start happening. Because when it comes, it's going to come quickly. Right? Like that Eight of Wands. It's going to be like boom, 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 boom. Be ready to know how to balance those things. Because you can work so doggone hard, Capricorn, that becomes your, what's the word I'm looking for? That becomes your purpose. That becomes your label, for lack of a better word, because the word's not coming to me. Yeah. All right, so let's expand on some of this sun energy. I'm interested in this Three of Cups. Yeah, right? You have the Judgment card. It's all about a reckoning, right? I just keep hearing the same thing over and over again. I keep getting the same message. That whatever these past things are, these past hurts, these past disappointments, right? It needs to be forgiven. It's holding you back so much. I don't even think you realize it. It needs to be forgiven. Yeah. And see, and once you do that, right? Because we have we have the Seven of Wands. And then you have the Ace of Cups. Right? And since that is with the Hermit, it's telling me that you don't have to be defensive anymore. You don't have to defend who you are. You don't have to defend your beliefs. You don't have to defend anything. If someone's coming at you, if something in your past is coming at you, just be like, okay, I understand why you would feel that way because it's different from what I think. And the minute that you are okay with that, where you don't have to come so guarded and ready to like 1-2, right? Your cuppeth will overflow. Spirit is waiting for you. They're waiting for you to forgive. That is the key. That is the key. And I know it's hard, especially when someone's hurt you so badly or a circumstance happened. It makes you feel weak. And it's the complete opposite. When you can forgive anyway, that makes you strong. Let me expand on this Five of Cups. King of Wands. Is there an Aries involved? Perhaps. And not only that, right? In the event there isn't an Aries that's involved or a fire sign, right? Perhaps you need to rise to the occasion. Call on that inner strength. Because look at that. Look at that. That is your authentic self. That is you in everything in your glory, right? There's not a better feeling when you can just be you. And you don't have to be apologetic about it. I love that card. Ooh, I feel good with that. Ooh. I was about to start praising up in here. I was. All right, so then we have the King of Cups. Oh, this one just wants to flip out. With the King of Swords. Say something, right? It's like we have to stop holding back. We have to stop holding back. And you have been holding back. And you don't have to. Capricorn, you don't have to be so strong or act like you got it all under control all the time. Right? That's why people think you always do. Because when you come out in your sun energy, you look like you are put together, even if you just spent the past 20 minutes crying in the closet. But when you come out, it's like, hi, everybody. And you know what? And I admire you for that. But I don't admire when you're in pain and you don't let people know, right? Although I don't feel like this is what the reading is about. I feel like it's more about forgiveness. Some of you need to speak up as far as what your needs are, for sure. I can hear that loud and clear. I just want to expand again on this King of Swords. Yeah, the Empress. So perhaps this is a love reading. Perhaps this is a love relationship that we need to speak on, right? I have the Empress. So although this could, I am touching on a little bit. Some of us Capricorns have, you've changed your lifestyle a little bit, so you're looking good. You probably slimmed down a little bit or bulked up, whatever you're fancy, but you're walking around and you're feeling good and beautiful, and I like that. But what I get from that Empress card is just really just love. That's what Venus represents. Approach these situations, these hurts, these disappointments with love. Does not make you weak to forgive. And then on top of the World card, I got the Lovers. Again, it's all about choice. You can choose not to forgive, right? You can choose not to forgive. I wouldn't recommend it. Just saying. You'll find that your whole world will change. All right, I feel like that's about it, right? In a nutshell. I know it's short and sweet, but come see me next month. I am Crystal with Hattie's Hierophant. See you next month.